Give&Buy is a new way to give to charity. It is an online classified advertising system with a difference. The difference is all of the money goes to charity. We all have things of value we do not need, or why not donate a day's work? You choose from a selection of deserving charities.
Friends of Kitui support the most needy in Kitui, Kenya, where people survive on less than $1 per day.
The Down Syndrome Centre was set up to provide improved levels of information and services for parents whose child has been born with Down syndrome.
Our Ladies Hospice, Harold's Cross and Blackrock provides specialist care for people with rehabilitation and end-of-life needs.
Bernardo's is Ireland's leading children's charity. We work with over 5,000 children and their families.
In early 2002, the founders of CareAid, recently retired from full-time work, decided to try to use some of their time to help people in the developing world.
Moore Hospital is a district hospital run by the Dedza Diocese, about 140 beds, and it's seriously under-equipped.
Okay, well, we opened our first hostel in 1979. It was in response to the discovery of young people living on the streets, some of them as young as 11. So we provide a range of services. We provide 5 hostels, 3 for under 18s, 2 for over 18s, and we provide 3 residential drug treatment programs. And we get half our funding from the state, and we have to fundraise the other half being €2.5 million a year. So I think this Give&Buy website could be extraordinarily beneficial to us. I think it's at the right time. Not only has our funding dropped because of the recession, but I think people now are more willing to buy from a website like Give&Buy. So I would be very encouraged and excited by this venture, and I think it could be extraordinarily beneficial to us and extraordinarily beneficial to a lot of people. Instead of throwing out stuff, which they might otherwise do, they feel it's going to a good cause.
Now, with the overriding principle that we would never spend money on administration, we set up the charity, and over €800,000 has been sent out to Zambia and to Tanzania so far. We still support Minga Hospital and another hospital in Numezi, and we have staffed them and given them essential medicines. But raising funds has never been more difficult. The needs have never been greater. That's why Give&Buy is so important to us, a new source of funds, asking you, the donors, to give us what you don't need, but what we really, really need. Items that are unwanted, unneeded, probably forgotten, but they can be turned to real account for the poorest of the poor.
With over 5,000 children and their families in 40 locations around the country, offering family support services, but also a range of national services. We work with giveandbuy.ie because we feel that there is an enormous resource out there that is being unused that charities could benefit from. Everyone has an item, unwanted gift, Christmas presents, sitting at home that may never see the light of day. On the other side of things, the opportunity to offer your services on the Give&Buy website so that people can make use of your professional skills for a period of time. Again, it's a very valuable resource that all of the different charities involved with giveandbuy.ie can make use of.
provide a vital service for patients and their families. Palliative care is probably what the hospice is most associated with, but we also have an older person's unit called the Anna Gaynor unit, which provides assistance for patients with chronic life-limiting illnesses. We are delighted to be involved with the Give&Buy scheme and believe that it's a concept that will grow and grow, and hope that we have a long association in the future.
Well, 1 in 6 people in this world go to bed hungry every night, and that is as a result of poverty. And it leads to all manner of related problems such as poor health, poor nutrition. It hampers children's education because if they go to school hungry they can't concentrate, and they can even be unable to go to school at all because of physical weakness. And our focus at the moment is to help people overcome poverty and hunger. And one way people could support this work is by supporting the giveandbuy.ie website, because there people can pass on the excess goods that we own and create funds for those who need them most. So giveandbuy.ie is a great idea, and it will help Trócaire to overcome poverty in the developing world.
I sit on a fundraising committee to raise money to build an operating theatre in Moa Hospital in central Malawi. The operating theatre is in a dangerous condition, and we have undertaken to raise funds to supply and build a new operating theatre. It will be built from 2 new seagoing containers which will be shipped from County Meath. We see Give&Buy as a potentially very, very powerful tool to help us raise the remaining money, and we would earnestly appeal to get active in providing your goods for sale on Give&Buy to benefit the Moa Hospital of Heal.
Empower the people setting up micro businesses, some farming, some making honey. My colleague Pat Torpey spends a lot of his time following these projects. We educate orphans through sponsoring primary education. We're building a new primary school called St. Michael's. It will be over 33,000 square feet and house 480 boarders. To date, we have raised €500,000 and hope to open the school in January 2011. So we need €50,000 over the next few months. Today I'm asking you to support giveandbuy.ie as we hope to raise the balance of this money through Give&Buy. Please support it. Thank you.
In recent times, we've begun funding the first Down syndrome liaison nurse who provides advice, support and guidance to parents whose child is born with Down syndrome in Dublin maternity hospitals. That's been a fantastic success to date, and our endeavour is also to provide the first physical centre which will provide dedicated services for people with Down syndrome in Ireland. We're delighted to have been included in Give&Buy. Obviously it represents a great way for charities to provide with a new income stream, and it's such a novel way for people to be able to help a charity and also unload the items that they no longer need but obviously can generate income for somebody else. So we wish it every success, and we'll be supporting it all the way, and best of luck to giveandbuy.ie.
You can make a difference in the world by becoming a buyer or a giver at www.giveandbuy.ie. And please ask your family and friends to support us, whether that's via Twitter, Facebook or face-to-face.